So the first thing is, here's the 5 pillars. Let's give them broad, and then we may go into depth if you guys have got any questions.
Yeah.
So the first thing is they rub shoulders with other celebrities. So practical tip number 1 that you guys can do is anytime you meet anyone famous, get the selfie, and then put that selfie on your social media. Get a quick grab of video saying, hey, I've just met Frank Zane here. He's down at the shops here. Frank Zane, for my guys here, what's the one tip you'd give on staying in such incredible shape, having a physique that most 30-year-olds would be proud of at 74? Frank Zane, what is it for you? That's good. That gives you a little bit of the rub of you and that celebrity. So tip number 1, celebrities rub and associate with other celebrities. Right? Mm-hmm. Tip number 1. Tip number 2, on a practical sense, don't have your typical real estate mug shot. I'm sure you guys have all got them over there. We got them over here, right? You know this one where you're sitting there like this, you cut off at the arms. Never has a real estate shot had arms. It's always been cropped there, and you're there looking at the camera going, right? Get some decent freaking photos that showcase your personality. You never see Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting there like that. No, you know. So get some photos with you doing your photography for your marketing that actually showcases you as a person, right? Number 3, Dr. Phil's the author of however many books. Right or wrong, anyone who has written a book on their area of expertise is perceived by their marketplace as an expert, right? Despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. There's a whole bunch of people who've written books that I've read them, right? And not a freaking clue. But because they've written the book on that, they've even got the saying, he wrote the book on that, right? That means you know what you're talking about. So write a damn book. Number 4 is, get interviewed by any means necessary. Get on video, whether that is on a Facebook Live, whether that is being a guest on the podcast. Me doing this with you guys is in some way positioning me as more of a celebrity to the real estate world than I would be if I was not on this podcast being interviewed. So being interviewed, we've got our guys that part of their pre-listing kits have DVDs of them on my show called Real Estate Experts, and I'm sitting there saying, hey, welcome to Real Estate Experts. I'm here today with the legend of all legends, the weapon of selling for top dollar, Greg McDaniel. Greg, thanks so much for being part of it. That positions you as a celebrity. And even if they haven't heard of Greg McDaniel, he's now positioned as one step up that celebrity ladder. And the last one in the 5 is get your butt in the media. If there's radio, TV, newspaper, or magazines, get there. I'm a media tart. Right? I'm a media tart. There you go. But you know what I'm saying? Get it, radio, TV, newspaper, magazine, get on television. Why do you think? Here's the thing. Let me give you the example of this one. Josh Altman was coming down to Australia to speak at an event of mine, right? And we were going to do just this. We were going to do a Skype conversation and whatever. And I said, dude, mate, let me know where and when. And instead of doing it on Skype, where would you have filmed your Skype? I'll be there in 2 days. Let me fly there just to do the interview. He said, dude, and I can't impersonate Josh, but I said, dude, it's a 15-minute interview. Let's just do it on Skype. And I said, I'll see you there, man. Where do I go? He gave me the address. So I flew 16 hours, 15 hours each way to go for a 15-minute interview with Josh Altman. And here was my thinking. If I do the Skype interview, sure, I'll get an interview. It's perfect. It'll promote the event. Happy days. But if I go there, I was promised nothing. But if I go there, I'll get a good photo with Josh. It'll be better to have a photo on the streets of Beverly Hills than it will to have a Skype screen grab, right? So I'll at least get the photo. But here's what he said. The magic happened just as I suspected it might. We were at dinner when I arrived. We're just hanging out. He said, yeah, swing down. We're having dinner at Beverly Hills. So we went there, Rodeo Drive, had dinner. And he said, man, before that interview, just swing by. Let me show you a few houses. They're filming me for their show, and we'll see. If, I'll run you through a couple of houses. Look, I'm going to try and sell you one. You need a house in LA, don't you? Whatever. So we go and film $1 Million Listing, and I'm on the show that everyone down here idolizes, $1 Million Listing Los Angeles. Glenn Twiddle's on it, and it's all because of that principle of being a media tart. I will go above and beyond. If there's even a chance that there's going to be a camera pointed at me, I'll be there. So they're the 5 broad principles.